This is a show where family matters every bit as much as grey matter. 8 of Britain's cleverest families are assembling for the ultimate test of cross-generational brain power.
Brain activated?
Brain on.
Here, it's not just their individual IQ that counts, it's how they perform as a team.
Equals.
Wow, well done. Very good. New scientific research says our ability to work with others to solve problems is a key feature of modern intelligence.
Yes, B.
So we've created a laboratory full of ingenious team games.
Oh, this is so frustrating.
It's not an easy one to do. Home to the families for the next 2 weeks, it will play host to an intense tournament that will stretch their minds.
I should be good at maths, but I was rubbish at that.
And their family dynamics.
I told you!
1 minute, calm down.
To the limit.
We haven't met our opponents yet, but I don't care. We're still going to beat them.
5 brain-teasing rounds will test their communication.
We don't know what...
Listen!
God, that's the most tense thing I've ever watched in my life. Collaboration and will to win.
I've never seen Mum and Dad under pressure quite like this before.
Only those who succeed in bringing out the very best in each other
I want to win, obviously.
can become champions.
Press the buzzer, press the buzzer!
You did it! You did it! Well done! Booyah! Welcome to the Family Brain Games. Discovery Park in Kent has been at the cutting edge of science research for years. Here each day, 2 families will go head-to-head in a battle of the brain.
Oh my God.
Everybody out.
Who was king in 1542?
Henry VIII.
OK, what's the square root of 522?
It's not a square.
They'll be taking on games to test many different facets of their intelligence, designed in association with scientists from Imperial College London. Neuroscientist Dr. Hannah Critchlow will be with me as we analyse how the families perform throughout the competition. So what are we testing these families for? Dr. Hannah Critchlow is here. Hannah, welcome. We have a very different understanding of intelligence now, don't we?
Yeah, we do. So what we're going to be doing is looking at intelligence, not just in the more traditional forms that you might be familiar with, so looking at numeracy, literacy, but here we're looking at how a collective intelligence emerges from a group of individuals.
I have one thing I'd like to say. Let's not all talk at once, because we won't actually make any decisions. If we all get really excited...
Yeah, but that's our family demeanour.
I know, but we won't actually do very well.
We're going to be looking at how the family work together in order to win the games.
What do we know in advance?
Imperial College have done some pre-screening tests. Every single family is very intelligent. They've got really high cognitive abilities.
Let's go.
First up, it's the Ross family from West London.
OK, got everything?
Can you help me with the violin?
City financier Jonathan is relying on a 4,000-year-old tradition to help his family to victory.
I'll take the plant.
Well, I think the ancient Greeks, they put rosemary garlands around their heads for wisdom. But hopefully it'll make us wiser.
Completing the team is mum Katie, 14-year-old Amelia, and younger brother Alexander.
Oh, history of mathematics.
Don't play heart, because she doesn't have any hearts left. She can come.
I've never met anyone in the world who said, oh, I wish I were less intelligent.
The Ross family have a thirst for knowledge and enjoy a wide variety of interests, be it making the annual batch of marmalade.
The boiling process releases the pectin, and the pectin is the gelling agent.
Racing to solve the Rubik's Cube in a minute.
You're going for it. I can hear that acceleration.
Or composing classical concertos.
What's it meant to symbolise?
The moment when Henry VIII dies and Catherine Parr is tending for him.
I think there are lots of intelligent people in Britain, obviously.
You win the trick.
I win again. We're lucky enough to maybe be one of them.
I really enjoy learning, so it's one of my sort of pleasures.
I collect rocks quite intensely. There's only one place you can get this, and I've been to the cavern where you can get it.
Can this high-achieving family come out on top in this competition?
I'm a big believer in confidence being something that can help people to perform better.
I think we all have different strengths.
Amelia is quite good at maths problems.
Daddy's good at maths problems.
Alexander is very good at the logic, he's very good at the spatial awareness. You know, I think he'll be really strong.
I think Mummy would be the best at verbal reasoning and word games.
Yeah.
We're going to give it our all. It's a competition, and no one wants to come last in a competition. You know, I think everyone going into it would like to win.
In today's heat, the Rosses will take on the Griffiths family from Woking.
All right, lads, let's do this thing.
16-year-old Latin enthusiast Will has nailed the team's mission statement.
Dividamus et vincamus.
Divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer.
I think it means play to our individual strengths for the greater good.
Mum Anne works in prison education. The youngest member is 13-year-old Ollie. Completing their team is Dad David, who works in children's education.
I see them.
They look really clever.
Come on, look, you can spy on them.
We could have a test on world capitals. Will, capital of Bhutan?
Timpu, everyone knows this stuff.
To earn their place in this competition, the families have gone through individual pre-screening tests. David and 16-year-old Will scored highest out of all the families.
Be humble about it, you know, like we're actually complete and utter idiots.
Yeah.
But secretly geniuses.
I think we're probably smarter than the average family. We've always done well in quizzes, sort of pub quizzes and holiday quizzes and so on. Yeah. We won the Brittany Ferries one, and we won the Thompson Holidays one a few times.
Despite doing the odd holiday quiz together, the Griffiths all have very different interests.
We sort of flit in and out of each other's lives, I guess.
I mean, there's not that many opportunities as a family that you get to do something together.
Oceanum interea surgens aurora reliquit.
Whilst A-star student Will buries his head in Latin translation, electric guitar enthusiast David
12, 13.
has taken over the spare room.
This one was quite hard to get hold of. It's actually a signature model from one of the lesser members of Queens of the Stone Age.
Mum Anne is less of a fan.
You're not exactly a performer, are you?
No, not really. Well, I love a family band, but there seems to be a distinct lack of interest from the rest of the family.
To do well in this competition, they'll need to come together and work as a team.
Ollie here, being the sport person, has definitely the most competitive edge out of all of us.
Anything that he does, he always wants to be one of the best.
If you're not competitive, then I feel like you kind of don't care about the outcome of things.
So can Ollie's fighting spirit get them to the final?
When you have to be synchronised and put all your heads together for one idea, I think we've got our work cut out.
We could all huddle. I think that's what penguins do, isn't it? In times of crisis.
Relax, relax, relax. By the time we come out, it'll be 11s.
Will the families please come to the Games Lab?
Come on, everyone.
Okay, come on.
Okay, guys.
Let's roll, we got this.
This is it.
Let's do our best.
A day of intense gameplay lies ahead for our two families. Welcome to the Ross family and the Griffith family. The Ross family can stand there and the Griffith family can stand there, please. Welcome to the Games Lab. In this room, you'll be taking part in a number of games that'll test different facets of intelligence. But it's not like a normal game show, because as you can see in there, you've got Dr. Hannah Critchlow and a team from Imperial College. Don't be too scared. There'll be no needles involved, no scalpels. At no stage will we be doing any internal imaging. It's all very non-intrusive, what we're doing here, other than sort of putting you on the spot a bit. So, over the day, you'll play 4 games. Each game is worth 50 points to the winner. And at the end of it all, those points will be converted into a time advantage when you play the final overall game. And the final game is the all-or-nothing one. The Ross, I mean, what would be your specialist? Would you think more numbers, more shapes, more words? What?
Words, maybe.
Words, OK, grand. There'll be a facet of that. Griffith?
Oh, probably mathematics and arithmetic.
Do you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Numbers.
OK, grand, yeah. So let's play our first game. It's called Letter Shift. The Ross family, you're the first to go. Letter Shift is a game that tests verbal reasoning and communication. Each player will have one column of letters which only they can see. They can shift the letters up and down, and up to 3 clues will be offered for each word. They must identify as many 4-letter words as possible in 3 minutes. These games have been specifically designed to illustrate a different type of intelligence to just sitting down with a pen and paper and working out puzzles.
Exactly, yeah. So we're looking at how this collective intelligence arises from a group dynamic.
And each player must recall specific words from their own vocabulary, whilst also relying on information gathered from their fellow players. And all under a time pressure, which adds to the brain's load.
3.
2, 1. Asterisk.
Star. Star, maybe. Wait.
Yeah, I've got an A. Yeah. You do R.
Correct.
Yeah.
Attract.
Attract.
Road.
Draw.
Yeah. A. W.
Correct.
Yeah.
Cough.
Letters, Katie.
BDSWG.
Grope. Groan.
Covering on a tree trunk.
No. Bark. Okay.
Correct. Settle.
Sit.
Sits.
No. Sit. No, I don't have a T.
Marine mammal.
Seal.
Seals. I can do seal. I can do A.
No. You need an E.
Correct. Mass of string.
Ball.
Coil. Ball.
BALL.
Correct. Large quantity.
Mass. Oh no, I
No, I
can't
haven't
do
got an
that.
M.
Mass.
Business transaction.
Deal.
Yeah. Okay. Deal.
Correct. Spring.
Coil.
Correctly.
Right.
Right.
What are your letters?
BDSWG.
Healthy.
Well.
Okay.
Correct. Verve.
Drive.
Life.
No. What letters do you have?
BDSWG.
Same ones. Okay. Verb.
Small quantity.
Gram. Mil.
Sprint.
Run. Race.
No, I haven't got
Race.
that.
No.
BD dash.
Dash. No. Oh, yeah. Dash.
Correct. Adjust for a special purpose.
Fit.
Tailor fit. You got B.
Got an R.
Letters, Katie.
BDSWG.
Part of an engine.
Gear.
Gear.
Correct. Adorn.
Dress.
The most pleasant task I have is to be smug about the fact that I know the answer to the last question when you did not. Deck.
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 The
is what
horse.
And there's
we're
going to
doing.
be cards, won't there?
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. The
Thank
Ross
you.
family.
Thank you.
Right.
I bet you mid-stone is a word. It's probably something in a bridge or something.
Well done.
We could have done better, I think.
Don't see how we did.
No. I love that. Reading the thesaurus. Excellent. You do that. I'm going to have a drink from the fridge. Breadstick, anyone?
Ray.
Can you go diagonally?
Good luck.
Sure, I don't think they were giving an awful lot away. They didn't look devastated.
No, they look pretty happy, actually.
Yeah.
Annoyingly.
It is interesting because they don't expect the games to involve this much talking because they're not used to that in puzzles and games.
Yeah, so the family members are going to have to really listen to each other, clearly articulate what they're thinking, their own cognitive capabilities, pick up on emotional and social cues, offer each other support and positive reinforcement when they might need it, because there are going to be times when they're going to be feeling under pressure.
I suppose if you don't do well in the first one, you feel a bit on the back foot, don't you?
Will the Griffiths family please come to the Games Lab?
Pre-screening results show that the eldest son, Will, and mum, Anne, were the strongest at verbal reasoning. So we should expect them to do well in this game.
Now, you specifically said you wanted a numbers game. It's a word game to start it off. The winning family get 50 points. Are you ready? Okay. Yep. Good luck.
The game will begin in 3, 2, 1.
HPRAC.
EORFI.
Upright stake.
Upright stake.
Post.
Pole.
I got an O.
I haven't got an L. Got an S.
Post.
Post, try post.
Correct. Fan.
Fan.
Fan. What sort of blowy fan? Or it could be like a supporter.
Blow.
Indifferent.
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 Chilly.
Cold.
Cold. I haven't got an L.
I haven't got
Cool.
Cool.
I've got an
Correct. Stalk of a plant.
stem.
I haven't
I've
got an
got
S. Stalk. HPRAH.
I've got H at the end.
Sudden movement.
Jolt.
I've got HPRAC. Sudden movement.
Hasten.
Quick.
Hasten.
Fast.
Rush.
Rush.
I got a U.
Correct. Fortified wine.
Sherry. Port.
Port. I got an O.
Okay.
Yeah.
Left side of a ship.
Port.
Yeah, I got P now.
Correct. Multitude.
Multitude.
Many. Lots.
Letter
It's got to be a small word. Mass.
Lots. What have you got?
No, I haven't got a T.
Presenter of performers.
What are your
Host.
Host.
I've got an S.
T.
I've got a T.
Correct. Combine.
Mix.
Mix. Add. No.
More.
Anything we with R?
Table game.
Board game.
Cards.
Dice.
What have you?
Dice.
No,
I can't.
haven't got.
Puddle.
Group.
Pool.
Pool. I've got no.
POOL.
Correct. Express strong anger.
Rage.
Rant.
Rage.
No, I've got no G.
Rant.
Rant.
Got no N.
What letters have you got?
EORSI.
Horizontal bar.
Pole.
Track.
Trek.
Follow.
Run.
Okay. How did you find that?
That was tough.
Do you know what the last one was?
Yeah.
Rail. Thank you very, very much, Griffiths family. If you could leave. Thank you very much.
That was a real challenge.
Pretty tough.
That was really tough.
Yeah. Intense 3 minutes.
There's a number of ways of attacking all these problems. And sometimes it's like a chain where they're all a link in something, and sometimes they're just four individuals firing out different answers, and that's essentially what we saw there.
And it was a successful approach for them.
Mum was quieter than I expected, probably.
Well, she was in the last position of the word, so that isn't to be necessarily unexpected.
And maybe she feels more comfortable with the rest of her family taking the lead.
They've definitely beaten us. Yeah.
Don't worry, Amelia.
It's not a war, it's not life or death. I mean, Amelia will always want to be the best at whatever she does, and she pushes herself incredibly hard and will not take 99% as a good mark. She's got to get everything right.
I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I want to perform to the best of my ability in things that I do.
Amelia is very much like her father. They're quite analytical. They will look deep into the heart of a problem and try and solve it.
Amelia is quite competitive. She's quite thorough and hard-working, and she does like winning things and being the best.
I think being quite a perfectionist and setting high standards for myself makes me who I am.
Families. The scores for letter shift are as follows. Griffiths family, 6 correct answers. Ross family, 9 correct answers. The winners are the Ross family, and they are awarded 50 points.
50 points.
You know what? We haven't had the maths round yet, and that's their strength.
They're going to be so good.
At the end of the day, these points will be converted into a time advantage in the all-or-nothing final game, interrogation.
We said that words were our strong point, so if we did lose, it would look quite bad.
I know there are games we will be better at, so...
Okay.
That's a positive. Well done.
You know it, but it won't
Well, no,
happen.
because that was a game where we actually had to, like, talk to each other, so we were
we're
ruined from
bad at
mistakes.
it.
I think
We're bad
that's
at that,
all of them.
yeah.
I know we're here to discuss neuroscience, but I think we're also going to end up discussing creating confident kids.
Yeah, not just confident kids, but also kids that are resilient, that can happily, confidently face a situation, and if they fail, actually that's okay. There's a lot of compelling research that shows that if families help to support each other and nurture that level of confidence in their children, then that sets up the template for the types of social relations that the children want later on in life.
OK, let's have another game. Colour Frame is a game that tests 2D shape recognition and manipulation, logic, and crucially, communication skills. One family member needs to explain a 2D design to the rest of the family, who can't see it but have to build it. Success requires the ability to describe in detail geometric shapes and the ability to listen and interpret the information received. And we're done.
As well as communication skills, this game will challenge their ability to deal with constantly changing information, which unfortunately decreases with age.
So the older players will get stuck in their way, but the younger players are probably the ones who, when they know they've got it wrong, the young ones are the quicker to change that.
Yeah, precisely. They have that flexibility that allows them to go back to an original state and start again.
So, the team that completes the picture in the fastest time will take the 50 points available, but the big question now is, who's going to be the explainer?
Who's going to be the explainer?
Who's going to be the explainer?
Me? Should I do it?
I think, yeah.
I'm going to be the explainer.
Do you have particularly good communication skills?
I hope so. We're about to find out.
Isn't it? It's literally quite a test of that. OK, great. So if Mum could take her position as the explainer and the other three of you, you're the constructors. Good luck.
The game will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I can see blue, a red colour, and a green. I can't see any white. The yellow with the half semicircle in it goes in the bottom left.
Bottom?
It's a triangle with the centre circle cut out.
Okay, yes, we got that.
You might need to put this behind, but there's a blue that goes from the top right across to the top left.
Yes,
On top of it will be a piece of red.
I mean, straight off the bat, she's being very clear about what she's saying. I mean, there's certain complexities about what goes in front and behind that you don't think of when you're describing the shape.
You've got red like a parallelogram. It starts in the top middle, it goes down to the centre.
Yeah.
And then it goes down to the bottom left. So it looks to me like a parallelogram.
So what you can't predict is who's going to want to be the dominant one in the family and take on the role of explainer.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with intelligence, that's just the families.
That's family dynamics there.
What's at the very back, the blue?
Blue in the top right-hand corner.
Yeah.
Yes.
And blue is a triangle on the top left coming down from the top centre and the top left down about 1/3 of the way down. That's all I can see.
Upside down triangle.
The flat side's on the top.
Sorry, we're lost, Katie.
OK, left-hand side, blue triangle at the top.
Left-hand side, blue triangle.
That's what I'm seeing.
Yes, we have that, I think, yes.
On top of it is a red parallelogram.
So if you imagine the image split into quarters with 4 squares, OK, so we've got a blue triangle in the top quarter.
Yeah.
And then after that, if you split it into quarters again, that's divided by a red triangle.
OK, that's good.
Yeah. See, Amelia is really taking a lead here, isn't there? She interrupted her dad and said, no, it's this, we've got this, we've got this, we've got this. And Dad just completely accepted that. He knew.
So you need turquoise, your favourite colour, bottom right.
Yes,
the other kind of aqua bit.
Should we try that?
Do you want to hit the button in case it's right?
Okay,
let's go.
So
How many quadrants are taken up with red?
that on top of the red.
They were there. Yes!
We've done it.
Very good, yes. That went green. You got it, you got it.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Let's put it this way. There's a point where you did a guess at one stage. You were very close. You were literally, all you were missing was an area of turquoise here. But bang on. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The Ross family.
Thank
we'll
you.
see you in a bit.
Thank you.
We've done what we can do.
Oh, come on.
How do you think we did?
I think we did very well.
I had no idea what was going on behind me. You start to run out of kind of vocabulary and you think you've kind of reached the end of your explanation skill. And so I did start to think, how else can I describe a blue square in the top right-hand corner?
No, I think we did well.
I'm pleased that we did it and that we actually, managed to do the puzzle. But I would have liked to have done it in under half the time. They're definitely going to do it better.
Well, if they do better than us, good for them. Then it'll be 1-1.
No, but then they'll win the maths one, and then they'll win the next.
Amelia, don't feel defeated already.
Will the Griffiths family please come to the Games Lab?
In our pre-screening tests, 16-year-old Will scored the highest in 2D visualisation. And so the best strategy for this family would be to have him placed as the explainer.
Welcome to Colour Frame. The key question is, who's going to be the explainer?
Not me.
I think it has to be Ollie. Ollie's so thorough in his descriptions.
Do you want to do it?
Ollie, you're really descriptive. I think you'd definitely be best explainer.
All right with you?
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'll do it.
OK, cool, great. So, Ollie, if you can take your place there, and the rest of you, the builders, if you could stand over here, please. Thank you very, very much. So, best of luck.
The game will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Go on, Ollie.
The top piece, so the one that goes on last, is the yellow kind of crescent.
OK.
So how does that face?
Ollie said it goes on last.
Yeah, so that'll go on last.
So leave that over.
But the corner of it, so the two long sides, go in the bottom left-hand corner.
OK.
OK, so a dark blue one, it'll go up on the top.
First,
I'm pretty sure.
So we've got a blue strip along the top.
He's doing fine. He's communicating. It's fine there.
The red piece,
the square or the diamond one?
the diamond one.
Yeah.
Where's the square facing?
Wait.
The line that goes straight to the middle and then the line that goes to the bottom left of the square would be around 7:30.
And then does red go to the right or the left? Is there red on the right or the left?
On the left.
On the left.
So there should be a line going vertically down, and then put the yellow on top so that...
Where's the right angle?
So basically, the right angle is bottom left.
That's fine.
Right, okay. Right, yeah, carry on,
Press the button and see. You know where the yellow is?
Yeah. No, Dad's...
So from the top left-hand corner to the circle, there should be a cut-off where the red is.
Imagine
so the red one,
Right,
the red one is... No, be quiet!
Go on then, go on.
So the red one is like... Wait, is it... it might be the parallelogram. No, it is the... Sorry.
Is it the square?
It's the parallelogram.
If Ollie's getting frustrated, what's going on neurologically? What's going on in his head?
You've got about 86 billion nerve cells in your brain.
Right.
And in order for you to process all the information from the outside world, you basically use the power of electricity to convey signals around your brain.
No.
Oh, my days!
What happens when you're under quite a lot of pressure and stress is your working memory is destabilised.
That's what it was before.
OK, so we've got...
That's not 7:30.
Oh, my days, how do you not understand?
Come on, put that one on. Put that
So
one on.
you see the yellow
Press the button,
circle
Will.
that's cut out?
They've got to listen to Ollie.
Are you getting frustrated yourself, Dara?
Oh, my God. Because it's so obvious when you're not playing it. Put the red behind the turquoise.
So what's the bottom right look like?
So the bottom right...
1 minute remaining.
From the bottom right to the middle,
Yeah.
part of it should be turquoise, part of it should be yellow.
But what about red?
Red's not in the bottom right.
Now, David is really struggling here. He needs to think flexibly in order to undo what they've already built.
It should go dark blue, then turquoise, then red, then yellow.
The problem is that they've put the turquoise one at the back, and it should be in front of the red. Come on.
Try that.
They just haven't moved the turquoise out.
The turquoise might be wrong. Is the biggest side of the turquoise on the bottom, Ollie?
Yes.
Which side?
Bottom right.
Oh, no.
Days.
Oh, they're not going to do it because they've not listened to Ollie. I'm going to tell them that. I'm totally going to tell them that. Well, I'll soften the blow. Right.
Oh, disaster.
That was awful.
Ollie's going to tear his hair out, right? Because, firstly, I think you went through every single orientation of this, OK, grand?
Yeah.
Problem was, for some reason, you never moved this, because that had to go there.
I couldn't see that
And
on
the
image.
entire... Of course, hey, listen, I'm with you on this. I'm totally with you on this, right?
No, he's not happy with us.
I know, absolutely. I think I can take this fury into the next series of games. Because actually, to be fair, there were times where he was describing all of that.
Yeah, we should have described the shape better.
Did very well. You did very well. I was hearing you. I was hearing...
We're the disappointments here, as usual.
We've let you down, Oliver.
Yeah.
No, so bad.
Well, don't worry, you didn't do anything wrong.
Ooh,
We were so...
I think the problem was that once the turquoise was down, we thought, well, we're sorted. We just got to get the red right. I think we got overconfident. I think we thought, right, we've got the 2 bits down we need. This is going well.
Oh, leave it. Just leave it. Can't do anything about it, just leave it. Which will be really hard for you to do, well, because you did brilliantly, and it wasn't your fault.
You guys are so dumb.
Sorry.
Families. The results for colour frame are in. The winners are the Rosses, who completed the task in 6 minutes 41 seconds and are awarded 50 points.
I hope they're okay.
There was nothing wrong with all these instructions. Brien
You
said...
didn't tell me what the red even was. You said it was a diamond.
Well, it was like a... It was a diamond.
It wasn't. It went like that and then went that way.
Oh, well, look, come on, guys. We gave it our best shot.
What I think we were seeing with Ollie there is a classical adolescent phase brain response. He was being quite emotional, he was expressing things. He wasn't having this prefrontal cortex kind of regulation of his emotions, and he was just expressing what he was feeling.
He was right, though, you know. He was right.
He was
I'm totally
right.
with Ollie on this one. He was absolutely right. The Rosses have won both games and are in the lead with 100 points as we head into an afternoon of tense head-to-head gameplay. So far, we put their communication, visual and vocabulary skills to the test.
Take a deep breath, everyone. It's going to be okay.
Now it's time to challenge their memory. Welcome back. If you could sit over there, please. Thank you very much. Right, next up is a team head-to-head challenge called 8 Things.
Each member of the team must memorise the 8 things that appear on the screen. They have 30 seconds to buzz in with the correct answer. If they fail to remember all 8, the other family can jump in, complete the list and take the points.
It seems like a very trivial test to learn off 8 things, but no, it's very difficult for people.
Actually, only 12% of the general population can remember 8 objects like that. That's based on research at Imperial College London. So devising a strategy is key here, whether that's a story to link the objects or using the sounds of the object names in a rhythmic pattern.
The game will begin in 3, 2, 1. The Rosses.
Hammer, ice cream, binoculars, lipstick, tree, toothbrush, safety pin, lizard.
So, 7 out of 8. Can you steal it?
Apple, which I don't think is right.
Okay, nothing at all there. Let's see what the missing one was. It was?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. So neither an apple nor lizard. No points at all there. If you could sit back down again, please. Thank you very much. I would like a younger member of each family, please. Show them how it's done. Lovely stuff. Yeah. Very good. Here we go.
The Griffiths.
Owl, microphone, dog, keys. Crab. Oh. I don't know.
Can you steal 3 items, please?
I'm not sure.
Any guesses?
No.
Okay, let's see the 3 that you're missing. They were hammer, ball, and cheese. Okay, this is tight. Now, no score at all. Well done to both of you, though, for getting as far as you did. Let's sit down. Let's have the older child from each family. Okay, you ready? Let's go.
The Rosses.
Balloon, burger, comb, glasses, dog, clip, toothbrush, plane.
Very good. Well done. Very, very good. Sit down. Thank you very much. Now, who do we have remaining? Mum from the Rosses, Dad from the Griffiths. Lovely stuff. Okay, let's have another 8 objects, please.
The Griffiths.
Bell, butterfly, crab, grapes, aeroplane, pin, guitar.
Steal it?
I'd love to, but I can't think what it was.
No idea. Any guess at all?
No.
Okay, so let's see what the final object was. It's the teapot. Please sit down again, which means it's Amelia who's the only one who scored any points at all, so she won it for the Ross family. By the way, you know the average for generally across the population? About 5. 6, you're doing well. 7 is getting very good. 8 is doing brilliantly. So well done. But the points there go to the Ross family. Please step out and we'll prepare another game for you. Thank you very much.
I think I literally had it as we were about to press. It happens.
That's a 3rd win in a row to the Rosses, thanks to an impressive performance from Amelia.
I think that my love of music helped me. I found that being able to memorise the rhythms quickly helped me to be able to recall them quickly.
It's great to have someone who really pushes us that hard. If everyone was sort of relaxed and sort of, it's okay doing, half right, we wouldn't be here.
Being competitive, some people think of it as a negative trait, but it can be quite positive. It can help you to achieve your goals because competitive, it channels sort of energy.
By no means a whitewash. I mean, they're two very competent families.
Very highly competent families, yeah. It's going to be really interesting to see how the fact that the Griffiths family actually have two of the highest ranking individuals across the whole contest within their group. So how is that going to give them a little bit of an advantage as we move on to the last two tasks?
The mood in the Griffiths camp may have taken a hit, but the next game is the maths round, which is Will and his family's strongest subject.
Earlier, we sort of lost a lot of momentum from the kind of loss. Obviously, there's more pressure to do well in the future games.
One of the family's most competitive members is 13-year-old Ollie, who plays for his local football team.
To really succeed, you do need to, have passion. You need to have desire to want to get better. And, sports is obviously, physical, but then you've also got to have, some mental side to it.
I definitely wish I had the kind of persevering edge that Ollie has, the kind of ability to sort of really want to see things through and put the best of effort in everything.
So I think Oliver is developing some resilience because he's so competitive. It can be quite hard for him sometimes. So when something doesn't go right, in the moment, it's like the worst thing in the world and his life's awful and it's never going to be any better. Then he calms down and moves on.
It's good that he's got that level of competitiveness, because it's probably something that Anne and I haven't got. In some ways, it opens up opportunities for him because he will strive to achieve something.
Even if you lose or things don't go your way, you've got to keep your head and just keep going.
Welcome back. This is the penultimate game. It's called Broken Calculator.
Each team goes head-to-head in pairs. They'll be shown a calculator with some buttons missing. They must work out how to reach the target figure, in this case 43, using only the numbers and symbols available. They have 20 seconds to buzz in with the correct answer. If they're incorrect, their opponents will have 20 seconds to go for the steal.
Something like 90% of the decisions we make are based on emotions, and it can be particularly difficult for the younger members of the team because the adolescent brain's emotional circuits are still maturing. So it's a real test to see if these individuals can raise their logic and override their emotions.
OK, we're going to give you 3 questions. Let's start with the first one.
The keys are 3, 5 and subtract, and the target is 202.
The Griffiths.
5, 5, 5. Oh no, I messed up.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
So, 202 for the steal. Can you take it?
5, 3, 5 minus 3, 3, 3 equals.
Yes, that's it. Oh, you were desperately close because you could have actually still done it at that stage. Because you went 5, 5, 5. You could have gone 3, 5, 3. You're both on the right track, though. It's grand. Let's give it another one. There's loads more to go. But a point to you, the Rosses. OK, let's have another one.
The keys are 6, 9, subtract and divide. The target is 7.
OK, so go for it.
90.
The Griffiths.
96 divided by 6 minus 6 minus 6 minus 6.
No, we got it. We got our maths one. That's fine.
Oh my God.
We're going to pass it over to you.
96
Yeah.
minus 9 minus 6. Oh, I only get 6 at a time.
Honestly, it won't take that long to do, unfortunately. You're on the right track, by the way.
96 divided by
96 divided by 6 is 16 minus
we messed
9. OK, no points there. Let's clear our minds and go this one, OK? Here's another one.
The keys are 2, 4, plus, and multiply. The target is 100.
The Griffiths.
24 times 4 plus 4 equals
100. Very good. Well done. Okay, cool. So the point there for the Griffiths. Now, these two pairs, could you please sit down? Thank you very much. So 1 point lead for the Griffiths. Well done. Good man.
It's tough, but you guys did well. You guys did really well.
Now I'm going to ask second pairs, please, if you come up.
Right, let's do our best. Good luck. This is gonna be tough. Sorry, can I just move this way slightly, just so I can press the button? Sorry, just don't. If you push down on my hand, I'm gonna press the button by accident.
Okay, so it's 1 point to the Griffiths. Let's have another broken calculator, please.
The keys are 4, 9, and subtract. The target is 45.
The Griffiths.
49 minus 4 equals.
Very good. Another point for the Griffiths. Well done. So let's have another one.
The keys are 5, 7, and divide. The target is 3.
75 divided by 5 divided by 5 equals.
Very good. Another point for the Griffith family. Okay. And then just for the sheer hell of it, let's have another broken calculator, please.
The keys are 4 and plus. The target is 492.
The Rosses.
444 plus 44 plus 4 equals.
Very good. Well done. And it was very tight in the buzzers for both of those. Nonetheless, the victory in that round goes to the Griffiths. Please, I'd like you to return back to your bases and be nervous because we'll sit up here for the scary final game.
Yeah, that was tight, honestly. Guys, we won one. We did it. That was great. We won one.
Okay.
Yeah, we can
relax
we
now.
can retire gracefully.
96 divided by 6 is 31.
No,
Did you actually think that?
He said it was 31.
No, you said it was 33. I said 31. You said like 33. I said no, it's 31.
Gosh, that was quite stressful, wasn't it? I'm not happy with those last 2 rounds. I mean, memory and maths. I should be good at maths, but I was rubbish at that. I found that so hard.
Squeeze the thumbs, John. Squeeze the thumbs.
Yeah, squeeze the thumbs. That's a bit of power.
As the day of intense competition draws to a close, one final challenge remains for a place in the semi-finals next week.
Thing is, I want to go through, but I feel like that's probably one of the smartest teams.
They have the family synergy. I don't even know if it's an intelligence thing. They are really smart, but they have more connection and synergy than we do.
So glad to see the Griffiths win the game. Is there a general point about perseverance and neurological health to be made here, about dealing with disappointment, resilience?
So there's a lot of literature out there talking about the benefits of having a growth mindset and the benefits of persisting and keeping on trying at something. Even though you might be failing, you're learning something from that failure, and that's better for your psychological state, really.
As we've both seen over the day, the Griffiths have struggled with communication, and the youngest, Ollie, has shown impressive strength of character to pull himself back from disappointment.
We worked well for the puzzles before, but the combined pressure and the fact we've got to work together, it's mental.
We've witnessed some effective communication from the Rosses today, but losing in the last round before this final game, I don't think that will have helped the family's nerves.
It's quite stressful, isn't it?
I think we should go in there imagining that we are going to win, because I think at the beginning of the day we started thinking, oh no, we felt sorry for them because we won a few.
Yeah, that was good because we didn't have expectations.
Don't worry about how they're going to do.
I'm really not sure, to be honest. I think it's going to be very tight. I'm really worried and nervous.
No negative thinking, please.
It's quite important that we try and maintain that calm.
Will the families please come to the Games Lab?
Slightly nervous about this. I mean, it doesn't sound good, does it? Interrogation. Let's get the brown paper bag. I need to take some deep breaths.
This is going to be fun. Let's do our best. The problems we had this morning, they were really difficult. All your communication had to sort of kind of come together. I think when all 4 of us are combining our forces, it works a lot better than doing 4 separate things at once.
Even though we said our motto was divide and conquer.
This final game will test every aspect of intelligence. The flexible younger brain and the accumulation of knowledge in the adult brain need to combine and work together in this lateral thinking challenge. But fundamentally, it's how they communicate with each other and the kind of risks that they might take if they want to win.
Welcome to the final game. This is called interrogation. In this game, you have to answer 5 questions as quickly as possible. You cannot pass, and you have a maximum of 20 minutes. Each family member can only see their own screen. You'll have to collectively work out the answer to the questions. If you buzz in with an incorrect answer, a minute will be added to your time. The winner is the team who finishes the 5 questions faster. By the way, only the person who has a question on their screen can buzz in with the answer. You're currently trailing the Rosses by 100 points, so 100 seconds will be added to your total time. But trust me, you still have every chance of winning. Are we ready?
Yeah.
OK, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Remember, talk to each other.
Remember, if you have the question, say it. Say you have the question on your screen.
The game will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Which letter has been blanked out from every screen?
Okay, I've got blank, A-R-E.
I've got G-R-A blank.
I've got A-R blank Y.
And I got O blank E-N.
What's yours?
Just go through all the...
R-T, A-R blank Y. R-G.
Can you have an M?
Army, of course.
M? Meh.
She's just bossing through this whole process.
Not bossing, she's leading.
I wanted to take control to make sure that everyone was doing their job right. The answer is M. Okay.
So
I know. I've got G-R-A blank.
R-G is a word. H-I-J-K.
Going through them really methodically and clearly.
They're a strong family.
Yeah, they are.
Army, no. Army, M, any good?
Meh, M-E-R.
Omen.
Oh, yeah, Omen.
Gram.
So are we saying M?
M for mother.
Okay.
M.
Which screen's calculation equals the highest number? So mine is 3 plus 4 over 2, which is going to be 3 plus 2. So mine is 5.
Mine answers 11 because it's 4 divided by a half.
We trust you.
Mine is 3 plus 4, which is 7, divided by a half. So 7 times 2,
14.
which is 14.
And mine is 3 plus 4 over 2. 7 divided by 2, 3.5.
So the answer's blue.
Blue.
Say blue.
Blue.
Yes.
Yeah, and I've got 3 plus 4, which is 7 divided by 2, which is 3.5. So Dad's got the height.
So do you read the question
Okay,
again?
it's me. I've got it. So
Read the
blue.
question.
Which screen calculation equals the highest number?
Purple. You're purple, remember?
Yeah, but it's blue. It's blue.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Blue.
Good.
Which screen is the odd one out?
Okay.
Right, I have the word lime in a green rectangle.
Okay, I've already got... Basically, it's a fruit, and the outside thing is its
I've got
colour.
banana in a yellow rectangle.
I've got strawberry in a blue rectangle.
I've got satsuma in an orange.
Okay, so what's the question?
Which screen is the odd one out?
So it's a green screen.
Green screen.
I've got the word lime in green.
I've got strawberry in blue.
It's going to be citrus. What's yours?
Banana in yellow.
Satsuma in my yellow one.
Okay, so which screen is the odd one out?
Say the green screen is the odd one out.
What was your colour?
Buzz. Strawberry with blue.
Okay. The green screen is the odd one out.
Here's me. Which 2 screens are showing the same flag? And there might be a trick in this, OK? So I've got a flagpole on the left, and then I've got a 3-striped thing like the Italian flag.
Is it vertical? OK.
Yeah, vertical stripes, orange, purple. I think I'm going to say purple. Orange, purple, yellow. Flagpoles on the left.
So is that from left to right?
Yes.
So everyone start on the left when you read your flag
And then
out.
say where the flagpole is.
No. Read from the flagpole.
OK.
Yeah,
well, no, to say where the flagpole is, just
Left.
in case.
Is everyone's
Left to
flagpole
right.
on the left?
Yes.
No, right.
Ah, OK.
So I have to be one of them.
Probably.
Has everyone got purple or blue in the middle?
No. So what have you two got? Say yours again.
I've got yellow in the middle. What do you
I've
have?
got yellow in the middle.
Okay, I haven't.
OK, so it's...
And what have you got on the left?
orange, but the banner's on the right.
Yeah, I think they're all different. I think it's maybe the flags are turned upside down, or they're inverted back to front.
No, but
I think ours are the same.
She's got it. Yeah, she's totally got it. And now we're going to watch parents not get it for a while.
I think it must be those two, because has anyone... I've got blue in the middle, you've got...
Yeah.
Orange in the middle.
Well, yeah.
Who has the question?
Purple and green.
I have the question.
Just say purple and green.
Purple and green.
So my flagpole's on the right.
Yeah.
From the flagpole, it's blue/purple.
Yeah.
Yellow in the middle, orange on the left.
OK, so that sounds like mine mirrored.
Sure?
Yeah.
So the answer is green and...
Purple.
Sure. Green and purple.
Go.
So what we're seeing here is that the youngest two members of the family are really taking control. They're dominating the game.
Yes.
And that's not surprising, because when you look at lateral thinking, what you really need to do is revert the brain into a more naive, childlike state. So you've got to break down all of those assumptions that you've built up about the world and think more creatively.
Which orange shape is missing below? So I've got a 3 and then an arrow.
Yeah, so I've got 3 arrow R, Q arrow orange box.
What do you have?
I've got 2. I've got a square, arrow, triangle, and R, arrow, 7.
I've got 7 arrow circle, or in orange, and I've got letter A, arrow, orange square.
So who's got a shape? Have you got a shape?
I've got, on mine, I've got a number going to a shape and a letter going to a shape.
What's
R is the 18th.
I don't think that
letter of
helps.
the alphabet.
I don't think that helps. I think it's like, if 3 equals R, then then Q, what's that got to do with it?
3 goes to what on yours?
3 goes to R.
And R goes to?
7.
What does 7 go to?
Circle.
What does circle go to?
I don't have a circle.
What does circle go to?
I don't have a circle.
No, my circles, I've got 7 to circle. So I'm not sure that's it.
What have you got, Will?
It's 3 to a shape.
They've worked out that it's a path they've got to follow, and there may be redundant information here. Will and Ollie are completely in control.
Which orange shape is missing below? And it goes 3 to something.
Yeah,
so
I know.
It's a chain.
Yeah. Well, do you think it's a chain? I'm just wondering, it's like, for example, A is in the word square.
No, I think you're totally wrong, and he's right. Sorry, Dad. I think you've got to defer to the younger people in this.
We're probably trying to reference things that we already know. What does that tell me I should be doing next?
And also, our heads are full of 50 years' worth of rubbish. That's getting in the way.
So, Will, where you've got the thing on the something to the...
3, arrow, nothing.
Is that
The
all? Is that
nothing
all? Is that
yes,
all you've got
the
on your
nothing
screen?
is the shape.
Okay. So has anybody got a 3 on their screen apart from Will?
Ollie. The problem with adults is, they think all those questions are really complicated and they overcomplicate it.
No, start again. So Will's...
Oh my days.
Right,
I'm
work
saying,
backwards
okay.
from William.
Okay, so you start with a 3. Your 3 goes to what?
An R.
And I'm saying someone else has an R.
I have an R to 7.
And I'm saying someone else has a 7.
I've got 7 to circle. Well, did you have Q to orange square?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's irrelevant.
The simple
Is that
answer.
something about a square, though? S-Q-A-R-E?
Oh my God, the parents have basically become a speed bump in this situation.
They have a bit, haven't they?
Put the brakes on it. And Will is going to be furious because he's wasted 2 minutes on this, and I think he's got the right answer.
So what's your question, William?
It's what orange shape is missing below? 3 to what? It's a chain.
I mean, it's the only answer we've got. I know we could sit here all day.
You want to try that?
Let's go for it.
Orange circle. As usual, I was right.
Well, we listened to you?
Eventually.
What letters do you have?
R goes to 7.
What else do you have?
Oh, wait.
Square goes to triangle.
Okay.
R to 7. Yes. I've got R to 7, square to triangle.
Maybe it's like right or right-angled.
I think that we do overcomplicate the problems sometimes, especially that sort of problem, which is sort of logical thinking.
No, I think it's about the positions of the letter in the alphabet.
Oh, if 3 is R, and considering that Q is 1 before R, does that mean Q is 2?
But that doesn't help.
If they don't get this faster, they're going to lose. I mean, they've been dominant through the entire show.
We were losing back valuable seconds. I thought it was harder than it was. Like, if there were 360 in the square, then you'd have to, like, divide that to find the letter, the number of the letter that was in the alphabet. So if it was R, then it would be 360 divided by 18 or something.
I think they all need to restart this. They need to blank their minds and do this one again. The time is ticking up here.
If you get it wrong, do you just lose 1 minute?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's worth getting it wrong.
What shall I say?
Box. Guess, yeah, best guess.
Disc?
How many discs are there?
One. One triangle.
You've got one and you've got
There's
one.
one triangle. I don't have anything.
I don't go for box because I've got 3R and then Q box.
Okay.
So go for disc.
Have we got any other letters? What letter have you got?
I've got an A.
Okay.
Go for circle.
The circle is the missing shape. I think there's going to be close. And I don't know if we won because that last question we were so lucky, but we took so long to decide.
Let's talk about risk, which I think you professionally estimate for a living. Am I right in saying that? You guessed that last one, didn't you?
Well done. Nice bit of risk-taking there.
It was risk-taking,
Amelia
but by the way, that that could have gone terribly wrong. What orange shape is missing below? Right, so 3 goes to something, okay?
Yeah.
3 goes to some orange shape. In your thing, what does 3 go to in yours?
R.
It goes to R. What does R go to in yours?
7.
R goes to 7. What does 7 go to in yours?
Disc.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because you got it, but you also didn't get it. Just so you'd like to know that that's the way that actually works, that question.
Thank you for that.
We haven't disgraced ourselves, so...
We might be smart, but, our family connection's nowhere near on the levels of some of these teams. They do stuff like, go on picnics together.
I mean, can you imagine such a thing?
Will the families please come to the games lab?
Okay.
Yep.
Let's roll.
Good, guys.
Probably a learning point from today was I think we probably need to work on our communication. I think it's really hard to just kind of think I need to work this out myself. I think that's been quite eye-opening.
Come on, everybody. Hold your heads up high. Even in defeat.
Hello, the Griffiths. Hello, the Rosses. I think I speak for all of us when I say thank you, everybody, for all of your efforts today. That was a very intense clash of craniums that we had throughout the entire day. And all day I've been going on about how, even though sometimes it felt like it was shifting one way, a lot of the momentum, there's very little between the two families. And that was borne out in what happened in the last round. In the end, 12 seconds. 12 seconds is the difference between the finishing times. One of you did it in 9 minutes 23 and one of you did it in 9 minutes 35. That's how close it was.
That is horrific.
Taking into account the penalty time. The winners are the Rosses. So well done, you. Congratulations. Griffiths family, it was an amazing fight back. It was, because I think you were quite down in the middle of all that, like whatever, and then you lifted yourselves up. There's a very good chance that we'll be seeing you again as one of our fastest runners-up, because it's all based on that time you do that final game, and that was very impressive.
That's quite good to know, actually.
Good. Listen, and congratulations to the Rosses. Superb performance the whole way through. Very, very impressive. Well done. It's been a delight to have you all here, and it's been a delight to have you at home watching it. Good night for this, and we'll see you next time when we put more families under the microscope. Thank you very much.
Tomorrow, a maths-loving family.
It's a big day. We've been looking forward to this. This is great.
Take on a competitive 3-generational team.
We really want to win. On the outside...
We don't know what
Listen.
Who will make it through to the semi-finals of the Family Brain Games?
Oh my God, that is the most tense thing I've ever watched in my life.
If you want to test your brain, go to bbc.co.uk/Family Brain Games. And for all your revision needs, go to bbc.com/bitesize.